Is this a bombshell, or is this something that a lot of people saw coming because of that tension we spoke about?
Well, this comes as Trump's campaign is looking to reboot after a series of missteps in the past couple of days, to be quite candid with you. I just spoke with two senior Trump campaign officials who told me that this is part of a broader effort for the campaign to re-strategize. Earlier this morning, there was a top campaign meeting with members of Donald Trump's family, as well as Paul Manafort, as well as other senior officials, where they gathered to discuss how to pivot from a primary type of campaign strategy to a general election. Cory Lewandowski has been with the Trump campaign since the very beginning, but clearly he was a divisive and polarizing figure, not only butting heads with members of the media, but also with RNC officials, campaign officials, Trump's own family members, and of course, potential donors.
Kevin, Mr. Lewandowski, this move, is it something that the campaign was pushed into doing? Is it something that Mr. Trump decided himself?
Obviously, Donald Trump is going to make all final decisions, but I can tell you that the sources that I've been speaking with today, as well as in the past several days, have been signaling to me that some type of shakeup has been imminent. Now, of course, Donald Trump has stood by Cory Lewandowski several times before throughout this campaign, but the bottom line is this: he's won the primary, but he's got to take on Hillary Clinton, and we just had a Bloomberg poll out last week that shows him down against Clinton 12 percentage points. He needs to reboot, he needs to pivot fast, and he needs to get a strategy together. He has been working more closely with the RNC, and again, they have not had the best relationship with Cory Lewandowski, but there have been daily messaging conference calls between the RNC as well as senior campaign officials. This is a campaign that is hungry for a relaunch. It'll be interesting to see if this news cycle is enough to give them that fresh start.
Speaking of this news cycle, talk to me about Mr. Manafort. Is this something that the Trump campaign sees as smoothing over the relations between the campaign and the media? There was that big dust up between the Trump campaign and the Washington Post. Is Mr. Manafort the type of person to move now into general election mode?
Paul Manafort is a veteran political strategist. He has been in Washington for decades. This is someone who, candidly, more senior Trump officials truly trust. They view him as an adult in the room, not someone who is a yes man, someone who is willing to confront Donald Trump when he believes he is wrong on political strategy. That is a very different strategy than Cory Lewandowski deployed. He had the famous motto of "Let Trump be Trump." So again, I think that the aides that I just spoke with are signaling to me that they will be announcing new hires in the several days. Donald Trump later this week will make his first international foreign visit to Scotland, where he will visit one of his golf course properties. This is his first traveling trip abroad, and tomorrow he's hosting an evangelical conference with Dr. Ben Carson.
Right.
So a lot of developments quickly in the next 24 hours and this week.
Kevin, about 30 seconds left. Was this Donald Trump telling Cory Lewandowski he had to leave, or was this Cory Lewandowski falling on his sword for the campaign?
This was Donald Trump telling Cory Lewandowski to leave, facing intense pressure from his closest advisors who have been pushing for Lewandowski to exit the campaign.